I'm Tristan Holmes from Doomsday Entertainment. I'm the concept director, animator, and co-editor on the Badman music video for Disturbed. It's been a very exciting process. We're using AI to make a huge part of this music video. Come and have a look at some of the process. Being a longtime fan of Disturbed, the thing about their music is that it's not small, it's not quaint, it's got a huge sound, it bursts with emotion, it's visceral, it's powerful, and it takes no prisoners, you know? And so a lot of building the images, or a lot of searching, was finding images that really speak to that kinetic, unmanufactured genius that is their sound. Bad Men is one thing, but musically, you know, the lyrics speak very specifically to the kinds of personalities that are on the rise in the world right now. But the music also tells its own story, you know? Towering guitar solos, like just driving choruses, like really gritty, gripping verses. These all combine to create this wonderful sense of tonal progression, but also this universal war cry, or should I say universal anti-war cry. And that's kind of where a lot of the R&D was, especially up front, is trying to find images that match that, you know? So it's like gritty, powerful, kinetic images that speak to that feeling. I mean, like this shot over here, it's like this sense of like, that's so impossible to explain, that a news anchor can never do. It's like we want to speak to that core, raw, emotive aspect to what's happening in the world right now. You know, AI, as I'm sure everyone's seen in the news, has, you know, just really taken over the world, and it's set to even more so as the years progress. But I've been climbing into Midjourney for the last few months and finding tremendous potential in making meaningful pieces of art that really work well in a variety of formats. You know, so from printing large-scale pieces to building music video animations, it's been quite an adventure. This is a very fluid process. It's definitely not a process where you put something in once and then you get this result that's a perfect expression of what you intended. It's a lot more to and fro than that. It's kind of like a weird game of tennis, or you could imagine like a conversation where you're constantly recalibrating prompts and shifting orders of words and changing references and nuances and style settings. And the AI is constantly giving you back those calibrations until eventually you arrive at this piece that feels like it's right. Sad to say, it takes like weeks, but you sit and you iterate frame by frame by frame. And then what you do is you take those frames and you bring them into Adobe Animator here, and you line them up, you order them, you get them to feel like they're working part of a sequence, and then you ultimately end up with something that plays out like this. Now, what we really love about the video is that it's not super slick or super perfect. There is a jaggedness to it, a feeling of messiness, because I think that really imparts the feeling of the song. So it's something that I think this technique works really well with. And then you just take this process and times it by 200, and you kind of get a sense of what we're working with. And what we're using to make this, what I think is incredibly novel, incredibly beautiful, incredibly potent, powerful, and meaningful music video. It's been fantastic to collaborate with Disturbed on this music video, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the process.